I want to apologize in advance for all the auditory issues this episode. I am not as strong. I was editing this myself, and I'm not strong enough or confident enough as an editor to correct that. Anyways, take it away, Jesse.
At Odds is a podcast scheduled 3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit, and his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Baker's Dozenth episode of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit
and the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
And it's back. Of course, what was I expecting after last week?
Yeah.
I am, of course, the Unbreakable Spirit, joined as always by the man who interrupts me.
Get used to it.
I am used to it, obviously. But we got 3 topics for you, and tomorrow's a WWE pay-per-view. You know what that means.
It's another prediction. Battle.
Baby! Yeah, we got Rumble predictions, and we'll explain the punishment after we give our predictions. But we got 2 other topics. First, themed pay-per-views. Are they okay if they only have one match that has the namesake stipulation?
Besides the Rumble.
An example is Extreme Rules.
Yes.
And 2, the endless hype for Veer Mahan.
Yeah.
But let's jump in to themed pay-per-views.
Yeah, now, in my opinion here, themed pay-per-views where it's okay to have them besides for, like, the Royal Rumble and Survivor Series, that makes total sense. But if you're having a pay-per-view called Extreme Rules, let's just use Extreme Rules as the example, because it makes total sense.
Yeah, because there are 2 themed pay-per-views that actually make sense to me, because it actually means something.
Royal Rumble? Survivor?
No. Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Survivor Series it's just bragging rights these days.
Yeah. I would
Also, like, there's a pay-per-view that happens that has a misleading title.
There is?
Clash of Champions. That title is misleading.
I mean, even though it was a WCW pay-per-view name.
Well, it was Clash of the Champions in WCW.
But anyway, see, my thought is like, okay, I'm gonna use Extreme Rules. Let's say you have a bunch of normal matches, and your only main event is an Extreme Rules match for the WWE Championship. It's like, guys, if you have a pay-per-view where it's the pay-per-view with no rules, why do you have normal matches? It shouldn't even matter if the pay-per-view, it shouldn't even matter if the storyline requires it or not. If you have a themed pay-per-view titled with weapons, titled for Extreme and Violence, then have Extreme and Violence. But it's like, if you're going to have like Hell in a Cell, for example, and only have one Hell in a Cell match,
Yeah, that was a Hell in a Cell I Quit, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, on the case of Extreme Rules, part of it may have had to do with the pandemic, but I'm not saying that's an excuse to have 90% of the card be normal matches and have one Extreme Rules match. And like they did have one match that wasn't Extreme Rules but was a stipulation.
What was
And
it?
maybe the eye for an eye match.
Oh, yeah. But, okay. Because, like, all right, Matthew, name two random participants and I don't know. Like, okay, let's just say, for an example, let's say the match is, oh, I don't know, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, and they don't really have any build or no. Let's say no. Here's an example. Let's say it's the Usos versus the New Day, two phenomenal teams, and you have all their history and stuff, but you barely. It's not a brutal match, which we come to expect with stipulation matches.
Yeah.
Because I will say this with WWE, when it comes to like a couple of weeks ago in SmackDown when they had the Usos and the New Day fight in a street fight, it wasn't really a brutal and violent, like, it wasn't even brutal by WWE standards. I mean, heck, the New Day pulled out a goddamn Viking Spartan helmet and some chain. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, wrestling's weird, but that's why we love it.
Sometimes I wonder why I watch it. Because of the weirdness.
Alright, we got about a minute 20 left, and this was a weird topic to start off with, but let's jump into the final thoughts.
Final thoughts is I'm okay with stipulation, with theme stipulate, with matches, themed pay-per-view matches, provided you have more than just one and it actually makes sense, even if it doesn't really make sense for the storyline, just to have more than just
Like,
one.
the only one that I think really falters to this is Extreme Rules.
Yes. What are your final thoughts?
That was my final thoughts.
Oh shit.
The only victim is Extreme Rules when you think about it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I know.
Like, it's a night where rules are meant to be broken.
But yeah, you have normal matches.
And like 90 to 80% of the show has normal matches with no stipulation whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It makes no damn sense.
And we're going to take a quick break. And we are back about the overhyping of Veer Mahan.
Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have no idea, he was a dude that was with Jinder Mahal and then got separated due to the draft, and then all it's been
is previews, endless previews.
Yes.
And the Royal Rumble is literally, as of the recording, tomorrow, and I've heard that Veer Mahan will not be in the Rumble.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, okay, hey, you want to talk about a person that has disappeared off the face of the earth, Elias.
Yeah, he may return. But
But
Veer Mahan, someone who has been previewed and previewed and previewed and previewed, and they had a different type of preview this past Raw,
yeah.
but it was still Veer Mahan coming to Monday Night Raw. When? After WrestleMania, the night of debuts?
What the hell's next? He's gonna show up after SummerSlam? Hell, but by the time he shows up, I wouldn't be surprised if he just shows up and gets released.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets drafted to SmackDown and we have another year of Veer Mahan coming to SmackDown.
Oh my god, this feels like Veer Mahan coming like what just
what happened to him coming to Monday Night Raw? Like we know he got drafted.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Veer Mahan seems like someone who might go somewhere, maybe, but
if he actually ever debuts.
Fair enough. Yeah, because I hate to be a critic of WWE, but that's like if you just had. Like,
dude, believe me, that's all this podcast is when you think about it.
Yeah, but I want to make something clear, like, guys, Veer Mahan just it makes no. You're like, what are you just changing? Like, what is this, like creative differences? Like, you can't come up with what character you want to do in this? Like, whether he's a good guy or a bad guy?
And also, there's a difference between hyping and overhyping. And by this point, he has been overhyped. Like, I'm literally not joking. A YouTuber by the name of BDE debuted Veer Mahan in his universe mode before Veer Mahan debuted on WWE.
I mean, seriously, I thought like if Veer Mahan actually even shows up, I gotta ask you this question, but will anyone actually even give a damn?
No, and by the way, I just remembered this actually. Apparently, last week we mispronounced Walter's new name. It's not Gunther, it's Gunther.
Oh, whatever.
Which is even dumber.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say is that the only thing that was controversial about that is that they were going to call him Gunther Stark, which is someone who was part of the Nazis. I am not joking on that.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
But back on topic.
But yeah, it'd be like if you were a superstar in WWE, just make.
Hello?
Go, you might as well ask for your release and go wrestle for another wrestling company.
Yeah, like, I was excited for Veer Mahan's debut at first, but then the previews kept coming, and my patience started getting thinner and thinner and thinner until it was non-existent, and just debut him so we can stop seeing those stupid previews.
I mean, because, like Matthew mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, he did say that we did see on Ringside News that WWE has no plan for Veer Mahan at the Royal Rumble, which is like the perfect time to debut someone.
Yes, it legitimately is. Hell, I was watching a video from Parts Unknown earlier today, how Adam would book the Royal Rumble 2022. He didn't have Veer Mahan in it, but he had Gunther.
I mean, like, I really hate to be the guy to say this, but you know what? I really don't. At this point, if I
You
were
don't care.
no, I really don't. But if I were him, and I would just just continuously like I'm even wondering if WWE even has any creative plans for this guy.
We don't know because he hasn't debuted. Like, honestly, WWE, just please debut the guy.
Seriously.
I'm sick of the previews, and I think we've ranted long enough. This is gonna be a chaotic segment. We're gonna take a quick break before the prediction battle.
Yeah, my
I'm gonna
God.
get my iPad to write down the notes. Right back. And we are back for the what is
Part
this,
two.
like third, fourth annual prediction battle?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God we don't do this weekly.
Yeah. Thank God we only do it just for WWE.
Amen, brother.
But yes.
Alright, so why don't we get into the matches? I'm gonna have to type them out, but as they happen, so
Yes. We are
it'd probably
going.
be better to do that on a grid now that I think about it.
Alright, but the first match for the Royal Rumble is for the first time ever. The the almighty Bobby Lashley versus the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship.
Oh wow, that's gonna be interesting. And like I know Bobby Lashley has wanted this match for ages.
Yes.
But
And we
also Lesnar is almost unbeatable. Like believe me, I have been an avid critic of Lesnar for multiple years now.
Yeah. Even to make it kind of more weird, it's and not to mention Brock Lesnar's actually showing up weekly on television, which is just weird.
Also, this is sort of related considering who Brock's manager is. But apparently Paul Heyman brought MVP in to be Heyman's successor.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But back on topic, predictions. I'm going with Brock Lesnar again.
Okay, and I am going with the almighty I'm going with the almighty Bobby Lashley, and I'm just gonna say this. I do not expect this match to be a cakewalk for Lesnar. I expect this to be a brutal and bloody and violent match because keep in mind these are two people who have both done amateur wrestling, whether in the military or in college, and both men who have done martial arts. So, and I have heard that, and I heard this from Bobby Lashley on ATB. He is actually excited to get into the ring because he knows that he's gonna be and he's gonna be with a man who will enjoy hurting him. That's what excites Lashley about this.
The man's a masochist, apparently.
Yes, but yeah, I think Bobby Lashley, and I also think it's going to be a hell of a match.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if a barricade gets destroyed.
Yeah. Now, the next, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna, okay. We got, for the Raw Women's Championship, we have Doudrop, for some weird unknown reason, versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah, the reason is she won a number one contender match.
Yeah, but still kind of weird if you ask me.
Yeah, I honestly don't see Becky winning. And
What?
also, this is... Oh, sorry. I don't see Dewdrop winning. My bad. Hey, it's a podcast. I can't really edit. I can edit that out, but I'm not going to because it's funny. Also, this is a lose-lose situation for the fans. So no matter who wins, the ultimate loser
Is us.
is the people paying an amount of money to watch the match. But I'm also going with Big Time Beck.
Yeah, I'll pick Doudrop, but I completely agree with you on I don't see Doudrop winning this at all, but I would be surprised if Doudrop wins, honestly. Considering that considering the amount of stuff that she's done in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, all she was Eva Marie's bodyguard.
Yeah. The next match at the Royal Rumble is the It Couple versus the Grit Couple.
Is that seriously what they're called?
What Edge and Beth Phoenix called themselves, yes.
Oh, that's actually kind of cute.
Yes. So who is your prediction for that match?
Ooh. First off, this match is gonna slap.
Really?
I think it will. I think it's gonna be a good match. Plus, besides, let's face it, one of the women is gonna slap the other one.
I would say I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with who are you gonna go with? Because
well, I have a feeling you're torn between choosing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with Edge and Beth Phoenix because considering how I know that I'm supposed to choose
but I think I know your reasoning. You're choosing them because Beth's got that return momentum.
Yeah, and also she looks jack as hell.
She's the Glamazon, dude.
Yeah, but fair enough. But yeah, that's my locking it in. I pick the Edge and
I guess we'll go with Ms. and Mrs.
Okay.
Which is a show I do not watch. I just have it on audio in the background when there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, and the next match, which is probably going to be a match of the year candidate, we got the Visionary, Seth freaking Rollins. That is just a dumb name in general, but whatever. Versus the longest reigning Universal Champion of all time, the tribal chief Roman Reigns.
The former Shield brethren going one-on-one.
Yes, the last time in recent memory these two men went one-on-one was at Money in the Bank in 2016, the same night that all three members of the Shield walked out with the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
That was the last time.
Yeah. Because Seth walked into that pay-per-view
Challenging.
champion. Lost it to Roman. Roman was champion.
Roman was champion.
Roman walked in champion. Seth beat him. Dean cashed in on Seth and walked out champion. Oh man. Now that Jon Moxley or whatever is no longer a part of WWE. And there's no Money in the Bank in play at this current moment.
But I will say, that was kind of I don't know if you noticed this on SmackDown. It was kind of random last week for Seth Rollins to just randomly say Mox on SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get in trouble for that. With WWE unlocking the forbidden door, I feel like he's not going to. But if he did get in trouble, I would not be surprised. Anyways,
but
this is kind of a lose-lose situation for me.
Why?
Because both of these guys are heels. Like, no matter what, I'm rooting for a heel, and I'm a baby, and I can't say I'm a good guy on here because then people are gonna hate me.
You're not a good guy. You're not a bad guy. You're the guy.
I'm the lead guy on this. That sounds egotistical, but it's true.
Yeah. Now look.
Now I know who you're going to choose. Because I know you so well. You're going Tribal Chief.
Yeah. Seth Rollins may think he knows how to beat Roman Reigns, but dude, this Roman Reigns has just been like what Roman Reigns said. He's been like literally every single person that has ever challenged him in the past year has just been. He's defeated literally everybody.
All right.
And yeah, but I think now I know you're probably gonna go with. Well, what do you think is gonna happen in this match? Since the Usos are banned from ringside.
See, that's the interesting thing about this. This put Roman in a situation where he has no backup. And you know who initiated that?
Roman.
Like, why do the heroes keep making terrible decisions this year?
Yeah, Seth Rollins doing that to add Kevin Owens to a triple threat match.
Which later turned into a fatal five-way. And all the heroes are making dumb decisions in January.
Yeah, seriously. I honestly, because if I were Roman, and this is just, I mean, I'm honestly just surprised Roman Reigns didn't. I'm honestly surprised that this wasn't their plan. Is just wait, just have one of these distract the referee.
They can't. They're banned from ringside.
No, I'm saying just in the tag team match last week.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
He could just have the Usos distract him, come out, and then I don't know, beat up
This
Kevin Owens.
Is why Heyman should have stayed on as Roman's tribal counsel.
Yeah,
I'm not legitimizing what Heyman said about 1 week without me and Roman gets COVID. I'm not legitimizing that. I'm not saying that he's right because that was terrible that he got COVID,
Yeah.
but Heyman is a strategist.
Yeah, and him being with a babyface Brock Lesnar. Now, I know what I'm going to say may be surprising for some people, but I really prefer Paul Heyman when he's with someone who's a heel. It's kind of more weird to just see Brock Lesnar make jokes. The hell?
Yeah, like the man bun lumberjack Lesnar is
What
much
the?
more enjoyable than the beast incarnate Lesnar.
But yeah, honestly, because I think Roman is going to win, but I also think that this possibly could be a match of the year,
Yeah, but let's move on to the next match.
which Royal Rumble.
Oh, we need to explain how we're going to do that.
Yeah, I'll let you handle this.
Okay, so the Royal Rumble is going to be interesting to predict considering we don't know the names of all the participants. And also there are wild cards from other promotions like
Maybe.
Mickey Kane.
Yeah.
And actually I think we should choose off the podcast because I'm worried about another echo or anything. But what we're gonna do, this sounds so stupid.
It probably is.
We're gonna let Siri decide for us.
Wait, just one number, right?
Yes, one number.
Okay.
If you want to, we can do this off the podcast. Unless Siri wants to make a cameo.
Hello, I am Siri. Welcome to the
Hello, I am Siri.
Okay. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 30.
So we're doing this on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 30. Oh. Okay, so my choice
What?
is number 9.
Alright. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 30.
That would be 11.
I got 11.
Okay. Even though I originally heard it say number 3.
Yeah. Alright. Now, for the men's Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's what I put first, so...
Oh. I thought we were doing the women's.
No, you just said a Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, good point. Alright, now for the women's Royal Rumble.
I still need to make that tab. And I also need to write down your choice. And for the record, for this one, we are not doing backups because there are so many surprise entrants.
Fair enough.
Okay? Siri, pick a number 1 through 30. Okay.
I have a question. What happens if we're both wrong for both Royal Rumble matches?
That would be hilarious.
Okay.
But my choice for the women's is number 12.
Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 30.
It's 25.
25.
Oh, come on! Okay, now I have all the matches written down, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there seems to be an even number of matches.
Yeah.
Do we know what the kickoff match is?
No.
Damn it.
Which we will probably find out I hope, tonight.
Yeah, and I will, if we do, we will say our predictions on that prior to the results next podcast. But we promised you guys we would talk about the punishment.
Yeah.
So we're not doing a movie this time.
We will probably do
Surprisingly.
that for a probably not Elimination Chamber because you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting that right.
Yeah, that's gonna be another Siri prediction.
Okay.
But as for the punishment for this prediction battle,
Total.
we were discussing it, and I don't remember if we agreed on an embarrassing social media post of the winner's choice or not.
No, but we did not, but it would just have to be something.
Like, we were also discussing, like,
Yeah, but
free exercise things.
we'll just do the I'm fine with it. With what you said.
With the social media?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Yes.
So the loser will have to post something embarrassing of the winner's choice on social media.
Yes. And then the next because ladies and gentlemen, next month we have not one but 2 prediction battles next month.
Nani?
Yes. Next month we got NXT Vengeance Day.
Oh, right. Even though that's not a takeover, just a themed episode.
No, it's a theme episode. It's not a takeover.
I don't think it's a takeover. It wasn't last year.
Oh, but yeah. And we also got the Chamber.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yep. And well, that's it, folks. That's all we got for today.
Yeah, that's all we have this week. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussion and the results of the Royal Rumble prediction battle. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds. Goodbye. Like, follow.
All the things that you're supposed to do at the end.
All the things that we say every week. We'll see you next week, folks.
Peace out.
Deuces. Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. I realize by this point there's no excuse for my inability to fix the problems, but I have a feeling that it might actually have something to do with the software. So if you hear words getting cut off or it's sped up, the software I'm using, which is Anchor, does not allow me to correct any of that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please continue to listen to us. Take it away, Jesse.